Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video guys, I am going to go over which class is better, Paladin or Berserker. If you guys want to support your boy, make sure you guys go ahead and press that fat subscribe button. It really does help out a lot. Thank you. Alright boys, what's going on? Welcome to the video. So pretty much guys, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be going over pretty much what's better, Paladin or Berserker. I'm going to go over all the perks and stuff with it. Again guys, with all the combat in this video, I do not have all legendaries for everything max 75. So I'm going to get the best representation I can and from experience that I've had playing them. But I almost have all legendaries for them. It's a huge grind. So guys, today, first thing I do want to start off with is talking about Paladin, and then we're going to head over to Berserker, and we're going to compare both of them pretty much. Now, just so you guys know what the attacks are, pretty much for Paladin, guys, if we head over to classes, Paladin is pretty much like an attack healer almost. He has blocks with his shield, so if you use your shield at the right time, you can block stuff and then do damage to the other person when they hit you with your shield up. That can cast light on allies to heal them. You can do a light thrust, so like attack person with a lot of light from your sword, and then you have a ring of justice, so when people attack you, it gives your teammates more health. He's pretty much more like a tankish healer almost, but he's not full-on tank. He's more of like both almost, kind of like a knight. Now we're talking about Berserker. Berserker is almost like a non-healing version of Paladin, but you don't have a shield and you have two axes instead, if that makes any sense. So pretty much with Paladin, the perks you get from Paladin is you're pretty much going to get the most DPS in the game. You're going to be doing a crap ton of damage. All right guys, so pretty much what I'm going to base this off of, I really want to base this off of how much damage you can do with one class and then what you could do with healing, because when you think about it, healing with your character is kind of actually it's something you actually don't really need. That's something good about demon class. He kind of has really fast regen, so it's really easy to not die with. But you could just choose like a healer pet. Like for example, if I use my pet lion right here, he'll just pretty much heal you, so you don't actually need heals because he'll just give you a shield. So we're gonna pretty much see, if you guys see, we have a DPS counter, which is of course our damage per second, and I want to see how high this can go with just hitting a mob with their sword, and we're gonna do the same thing for Berserker. Now again guys, I do not have max level for both axes for Berserker, so it's not gonna be an exact representation, but I'm gonna do my best. Obviously I do main demon, so I don't have max for both of them. I do have one legendary though, so it should be fairly accurate. The first thing, we're just gonna do charge Borwolf. They have to be level 62. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit him with my sword, and we're gonna see at the top of my character, you guys see we're at 1,000. Okay, so we hit 1,636 DPS at our max. So 1,636 was our max DPS we hit. Now, the other thing I want you guys to keep in mind is our health. As Paladin, we have 101,000 health. Now, we're gonna switch over to Berserker, and now you guys can see we are at 88,000 health. So that's definitely a minus when you get Berserker. You're gonna have less health because you don't actually have a shield, but you are gonna get that extra damage, so that's pretty awesome. So let's see what the DPS this time. If it gets like 2,000, that'll be pretty cool. Okay, so it's hitting 970, 1,170. All right, so it actually at 1,569 with just Blade. Now again, they're not both legendaries. So if I think it to be right, if I both had legendaries for this, I think that would be above. I would say that I could hit like maybe 1,800, something like that. Don't quote me on that, because again, I don't have it. I know some of you guys do have it out there, so if you actually want to tell me that below in the comments. But as far as I know, that should have done more. Now, without the two legendaries, it did just 100 less, but I think we have both legendaries, it should do actually more. But I think that's good to know. And actually at 1,730 that time too. I think it depends pretty much how many strokes you can actually get with your sword. But so far, right now, they're kind of fairly tied. It's hard to tell with the axes I have, but they're kind of fairly tied with just sword-wise, so I'll give them both a point. Alright guys, so now going along the power side for both of these classes, it's kind of hard to tell what you're talking about. Now again, if you want to go for the more healy type character, Paladin's gonna be for you. But then of course you can also do Berserker, which is less health and no heals. But as I said earlier, if you just go with like a pet lion and get shield like this, you're pretty much never gonna die, and that's why I'm kind of going towards Berserker for this. Now when you think about it, Paladin does have more health, and it does have its R attack, which heals you up and your teammates. So it can definitely be helpful for other teammates, but if you're soloing or even just for more teammates, getting more damage here is definitely gonna go to Berserker. That's kind of just fact. So if I were to say, if you're gonna go tanky, honestly, here's the problem. I look at Paladin as more of like a knight, if that makes any sense. He's got a lot of shield and he can do a lot of damage, but the problem with him is he doesn't have both. He doesn't lean toward one. He kind of goes for the middle. So he's kind of like mid-tier. If I wanted to go for healing, I would just do Mage of Light, because Mage of Light does a lot of healing. But the thing with Berserker is it's pretty much all damage, and that's why pretty much Berserker is gonna do more than Paladin will do. Now, of course, there's mixed opinions with this, but for what I've seen from using Paladin, I've used both of them, and I love using both of them. They're both super fun to play, and I don't even have the max level axe. Paladin really is just better to play with. It does more damage, and it's really just better for DPS in general. I will say having that extra heal with the Paladin can be nice. Really, you don't need it as long as you have a pet lion, because he can always heal you up with this shield attack, and you should never die. At least from what I've played with him so far. And overall, Paladin is just super strong. Paladin pretty much puts all of his effort on DPS and damage. He doesn't really need any healing, just because, you know, he still has a lot of of health as long as you get some good armor. I guess pretty much Berserker is just really strong in general. He doesn't really need that much healing. He's still very, very strong. He doesn't really need the healing as long as you get like a pet lion. Now, there is a bit of a downside of him. You can't get a DPS pet, but when you think about it, usually when you get someone, they'll have one heal attack. Paladin has, I mean, Berserker has no heal attack, so getting a heal pet is really just a trading. It's not like actually like minusing one DPS attack. So honestly, it's pretty good. And the X attack is also very good for Berserker. You can just use it and burn your enemies like that. But okay, guys, I'm not dissing Paladin here. Paladin is one of my favorite classes to play in the game. It has that shield, which can be super effective when you use it at the right time. And it's just, I don't know, something about it. It doesn't do enough damage for me to be satisfied. It has its shield attack, but really in general, it doesn't do enough. So you're gonna have to use your heal. You're gonna have to use your pet as well. You can't really use both. It's just really not gonna use enough, in my opinion. So getting a heal pet, and it's gonna really minus your DPS. And you do get that sword attack that is like the light sword thing, but really in general, I really do believe that in the end, Berserker is the better class. Now, you guys can tell me down below in the comments if you think this. Now, part of this is fact, part of this is opinion. I want you guys to tell me down below in the comments. Now, I do have experience in this game enough to really give you a fair representation. Now, again, I don't have both legendary axes, but from what I've seen so far, that's kind of even a more leeway towards Berserker, because even without the legendary axes, it does more damage than Paladin. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I have to say for both the classes so far. Now, in the end, guys, I'm definitely gonna get this to Berserker. I think Berserker is in general the better class. Whether it's doing more damage or just healing with you get a lion pet, you should be fine. Honestly, Berserker is just gonna do more damage in general, in my opinion, and I really think that's better because you really don't need heals as much as some people think you do. But yeah. Alrighty, guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys go like and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this content. It really does help out a lot. And yeah, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Make sure you guys comment down below if you enjoyed this video and if you guys agree with me. My name is Clickbait, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Alrighty, boys. Peace.